Cheers.
Cheers. I feel like we haven't been here in a while.
Happy May. I know,
Happy May.
we've been on the road.
I know, we haven't been on the road again.
We've been on the road, so.
I know.
Yeah.
I may have wore this shirt recently on the podcast, which really wouldn't have been recently, but I feel like I just looked at it and thought, I think I may have wore this shirt.
Really?
So if you saw it, again, I'm sorry.
I don't think that many people watch us on TV, but I did learn that your dad does.
My dad does.
He came up to me, we have to talk about the wedding, but he did come up to me at the wedding. He's like, I know you from TV. I see you on TV all the time. And I'm like, I have to tell this nice man that I'm not on TV. He's got the wrong person. And I'm like, he's like, oh, you're just such good friends with Tammy. And I'm like, my brain is going like, who is this? Who does he think I am?
Right.
Like, that's what I'm trying to.
Which actress does he think I am?
I'm trying to think, like, who does he think I am? And so then I'm like, what famous people know Tammy that would be on TV? And then I'm like, oh,
It's the podcast.
The podcast. I was cracking
They put you on YouTube, big TV.
I was
so
cracking
they're
up. Oh
loyal
my gosh.
followers. Thanks
So,
to
yes,
Mom and
thank
Dad
you.
for
Yes.
loyal followers of the podcast. So it has been fun though. This has happened now a couple times with the wedding and the shower,
Yes.
where all my people of my world
Yes.
who feel like they know you
Right.
because they're watching the podcast
Yes.
every week get to meet you. And there's been a little bit of like, a little bit of fame, a little bit of like, I'm a little nervous to talk to her.
Walking in fame, you know. Yeah, that's me. But it has been funny because I have had people say to me something that I said, and then I'm like, I'm not sure where this is going because
Right.
I don't remember what I
Saying
said.
it.
You know, it's just Tammy and I having a cup of coffee.
Right. It really
right?
is.
And so, I mean, that does go to prove that it's just Tammy
Just
and I
us
having a cup of coffee. Rodney watched the last week's, and he's like, you know, Allie said this thing, and you said this thing, and then Tammy said this thing, and you guys are so good together. You should do it all together sometimes. And what did we say?
What did we say?
What did we say?
If
So
ever anything good comes, that is not.
on the way here, I was listening to the
I haven't
three of
listened
us.
to that one yet. I haven't listened
We
to
were
that.
we did a lot of talking over each other. But I think that's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
I mean, we were having such a good time, and it was joy.
Yeah.
Like, how could you not?
How could you not?
Right? I
Right.
mean,
That was
there's
the
a lot of
theme.
There were a lot of, like, I thought really good points about Joy, and she did a beautiful job.
Did we
actually.
tag her? Because she's got a whole lot more followers than us.
No, we need to do that.
We need to tag her. We need to tell
I don't
Alyssa
even know how
to
to do
tag
that.
her.
It's on my
because
list.
she's got a ton of followers.
I have a blue
Is that
sticky.
her Tammy
It's going-
list?
This is a blue sticky Tammy list. It's
Tammy
about-
came up from the wedding, and we can start doing
Yeah,
life
now
again.
now we can talk about things that are important.
I don't know if I realized how preoccupied I was with the wedding. Like I say it a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, the wedding, but I still felt like I was doing life.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the wedding came and the wedding left, and I woke up and was like, oh my gosh, I've not done
I've
life.
so
Like,
much time.
I was more engrossed in the wedding than I even
Well,
realized.
it occupies your
Yeah.
brain. I mean, you were saying, Bailey's got it. Bailey's got it. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. Bake some cookies, but there's nothing else to do. Like, but it does occupy your brain.
It occupies
I
your
think.
brain. Well,
Yeah.
and then I think all the moving parts because it was away. So I mean, we had people
Yes.
flying in and driving in condos and hotels, and like I was the coordinator of all of that. Like,
Yes.
which person's flying into Destin? This one's flying into Pensacola. This one's getting picked up at this time. This one's renting a
Yeah.
car. This one's at this hotel. And so
Right.
just coordinating all that and then coordinating the leaving, like
Yes.
getting people
Who's
out.
out
And, you know,
and- yeah.
I just don't think I realized how much it was occupying my mind until I
Yeah.
came home and was like, I have all kinds of capacity.
You had like also a few other things going on.
Few other
I mean, you
things.
moved.
Yeah, we moved, which we're
what,
still
2
not
weeks
fully
before
which-
the wedding.
Okay, this is the life session
Right.
on Legacy.
On Legacy.
So you'll have to, I was thinking this, on our life sessions, we just catch up because we haven't seen
Yes,
each
'cause
other.
we haven't- right.
So we're skipping all over because we're talking about life. So you just got to hang with us as we skip
This is coffee with the
Yeah.
two of us. Yeah.
the moving. So I took all your stuff.
Right.
So my half house, it's a half of a house. I don't have a table. I
Do
don't
we
have
know
a
the story?
dresser.
Like, I don't know if everybody knows the story, but yes, I had an
don't know.
apartment
Yeah.
in North Carolina that one of our kids lived in, Andrew lived in, and it's been in storage. And we've been trying to figure out what to do with it. And I thought Andrew's going to take it. Andrew's not taking it. And so I'm trying to give it to anybody and everybody that would take something. And we had this
rented our
epiphany.
house, and the lady that
Fully
rented
furnished.
our house wanted it fully furnished. And so I'm like, great. But I was moving into an apartment for the campaign with nothing.
Empty.
I mean, nothing. Like, not a spoon. I had to leave
Yeah,
everything.
right.
So we just drove to the U-Haul and we drove the U-Haul to the storage unit and took
Everything,
all the,
whatever that might be.
so whatever, and it was all wrapped, so we didn't know
Right,
what we
we
were
didn't know
getting.
what
It
it
was like
was.
Christmas. We were moving in, and I'm like, I wonder what this is, and we would open it, and
God
we
only
were
knows.
loving the silverware, loving the silverware.
good.
Best silverware.
Did you find plates ever?
No, I bought plates though. I ended up
Okay.
buying a set because we couldn't find plates, which is fine.
I'm gonna find those in there I
Someday,
know.
but I bought really nice
We're
plates, which
closing the
was fine.
storage unit, so I am so happy.
To be done with the
Oh,
storage unit.
my
Well,
God.
it saved the day for us.
I'm so happy.
But cracking up because in one of the boxes was like the junk drawer
Yes,
box.
yes.
It had tape and scissors and pens and paper
Stickies.
clips and sticky, all the stuff.
Yeah.
So we're kind of literally going through each one and I'm putting them in. And there were light bulbs, lots and lots of light bulbs. I mean, a box of light bulbs. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, this is great because you had lamps. And so I
Yes.
was like, okay, none of the
Yes.
lamps had the light bulbs in it. So when the
Yes.
movers moved, they took the light
got
bulbs
it.
out.
Yeah.
So there was a box of light bulbs. So we moved in during the day.
Yeah.
So we screwed the light bulbs into 3 lamps.
Oh, no.
There were
They're-
3 lamps.
they're
We didn't turn
Wi-Fi.
them on.
Yeah.
That night, we clicked them to turn them on, and they're strobe lights.
Yes.
They're blinking.
Yes.
And I mean, I have 3 lamps going at
Yes.
different things, and I was like, what is happening?
They
right
stop
now?
though.
No.
Yeah, they do. If you leave them on, they stop. They're on a. They connect to an app on your phone. Those stupid lamps. Like the boys talked me into these because they could change them to Jaguar colors, or they could change them to purple or whatever. So when you first turn them on, they go.
I mean, it was
But
like
it does
a
stop.
disc. Okay.
Like it's like you have to let them stop after like a minute, and then the next time they don't usually do that.
We were dying.
Yeah.
Sean's like,
Oh.
what was going on in this boy's
Right.
house?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
they
they
were
talk-
like strobe lights,
Yeah, no.
and we were dying.
They thought it was really cool because they could code them on their phone. When they were watching the Jags game, they turned everything teal. And they thought that was so cool.
I
And
took
then-
them out. I thought they were strobe and went and bought
Oh.
regular light bulbs
Oh,
because I was
sorry.
like,
They
they
were-
apparently
they were
wanted
nice light
strobe
bulbs.
lights.
Yeah, no.
I mean, they were heavy duty bulbs, but I was like, why are they blinking?
No, it's because they connect to an app.
It's so
Yes,
funny.
they're
We were
very
cracking
fancy
up.
light
We sat
bulbs.
down the first night we
That
moved
is
in, and
fun.
I turned the lights on, all 3. We had 3 of them, and they
Yeah.
were like, wing, wing, wing.
And they didn't stop, or you just turned them off.
I don't know what we knew. We maybe just turned them off because I was like, what's
yeah,
happening?
they do strobe for
Okay.
probably a whole minute.
That's
And it gives you a
hilarious.
headache.
I mean, they were strobing around
No,
the house.
that's what
We
they
were
do.
dying.
Yeah.
I'm like, what
That's
kind of lights?
so funny.
we ended up
Yes.
getting light bulbs, but
Did
we
you
were talking
find any
about-
cords, like weird, funky IKEA
Yes,
cords?
you did ask me that, and I was wetting on the brain. I put them in a
Oh,
bin.
is there a white
there.
one?
There's weird ones. Like
Yes,
it's
they're
like,
like-
a stand and a cord, and it has like a box. They're weird ones.
They're weird. They're IKEA.
I didn't know what they
They're
came
IKEA.
to. Okay,
yeah,
so
okay.
yes, I
Because
have
I
them.
took some of those lamps.
Okay, I have them.
Okay.
So.
Okay, good. Oh, so I'm glad we covered that.
Yes, so we are moved in kind of semi. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't have a table, we don't have anything on the walls, we don't have curtains. Like, it's not a home yet.
That's okay.
We just shoved stuff in because
Yeah.
we had the wedding. So we're sleeping, I mean, on a Christmas quilt. Because
Oh.
I had to leave my bed quilts.
Yes.
So we took our sheets, but I had to leave the quilts for all the bed.
Was there no bedding in
So
that stuff?
there were sheets, but no,
Ah,
like no
no, like
quilts or
quilt- yeah,
comforters or,
comforters.
you know.
Ah, yeah.
So again, because I have a little bit of an obsession with Christmas, I have Christmas comforters for all of our beds. So at Christmas time,
You switch
all
them
the
all
beds
out.
switch out
Yeah.
to these funky Christmas ones. So I didn't leave her the Christmas ones. So we all have Christmas comforters on our bed right
well,
now.
there's nothing wrong
which
with
is
that.
fine.
Christmas in July.
I'll get there at some point. It's not. I'm sleeping, and that's all that matters
Yeah.
right now. So I'm like,
Christmas-
we'll get there.
That's okay.
So we are adjusting to.
Were there
living-
glasses?
Nope, no glasses.
Huh.
No
Where is
mugs,
all
no
that
glasses.
stuff? It's got to be in that buffet thing. That's
That
still in
buffet
there.
was so heavy.
It's not.
So that must be where they're at.
I
Which
gotta
now, I
open that
bought a
thing up.
beautiful set of dishes, which I actually love. So that was good.
Okay.
Silverware was in there.
Okay,
We have a
good.
ton of mugs, so it wasn't a big deal. And I
Yeah.
had glasses, so.
Okay. Well, anyway, if anybody wants, and I find the dishes and the glasses, we'll have
Yeah,
a little
we'll have
sale.
a little party
we'll have
here,
a
so,
giveaway.
yeah. But so moved in, that was good. Biggest thing is the wedding. It
Yes.
happened.
Oh
So
my
we
gosh.
had the wedding.
I know. I've been trying so hard not to talk to you until today because it was incredible.
Thanks.
I mean, it was so incredible. We drove away and Rodney was just like, that's what heaven's going to be like. Like, it was breathtaking in terms of the setting and the white table. We'll put it in the show notes.
Yes.
We'll put some pictures in the show
Pictures of
notes
it.
because we're so good at that. But I mean, it was breathtaking, the whole
venue.
Just
I mean, the location, the
venue
lake,
and the location,
trees.
and this big walk out. This, you come from this gravel parking lot into this like wide open expanse, and there's a lake and this beautiful tree and all these different places, like venue kind of places. It was breathtaking, but like that wasn't just the breathtaking part. It was the music. It was how the two of them were. Like Jesus was like hovering, right? I mean, it was like you were so moved by the Holy Spirit in every single thing, whether it was the cookies and the coffee or the, you know, the little book. I don't know. It was what they said. You were just like, I don't know. I was so, I don't know. It was just so moving. It was.
That's what we all walked away with and just said, and that was what, when we prayed over Bailey, I said, God had to be looking down and beaming because these two just so honored the Lord throughout the day. And, you know, our word this month that we're talking about is legacy. And I think what we kept talking about this whole weekend is the fact that very rarely do two young people get married that have generational faith as strong as these two did. Like, my parents have loved the Lord and raised me and Sean to love the Lord. So then Sean and I have raised our kids. I mean, so it's generational, spiritual, like faith fathers, you know, like father, like it's been instrumental in generations on my side. And then it was, you know, for Bailey. And then it was the same on Camden's side. So like Camden's grandparents were there, Papa, you know, who, I mean, has just devoted his life to loving Jesus and was married to the same woman, and his parents have been married for 30 some years and met at church camp, and the aunt's a missionary and they adopt, like generational faith. And usually you might find one side, or it might be one generation that has loved Jesus, but this was two families that generationally have served the Lord. And to watch that develop in Bailey and Camden in that moment was like, that's the legacy. Like talking about legacy.
Gosh, it's
like,
I mean, that's an eternal legacy that you guys have given her. And to your point, it's not often that you have, like, that was a vision of eternity. It's very often that you have, in my world, like growing up, like two people getting married that went to Catholic schools together, or what, you know, whatever. I mean, but theirs is so different in the sense that you guys have both sides of the family. Most families had taught their kids, like, it is your first calling, and they just did such a beautiful job laying it out.
I mean, and it was Bailey's vision. Like, I have to give credit to Bailey, because I mean, not that Camden wasn't part of it, but like Camden kind of showed up and was like, I'll be. I mean, obviously his faith, but the day itself. I mean, from the books on the chair that were for his bride, like she, you know, had a vision for that, and the cookie tables with the scripture. And like you said, every little piece of that
detail
just emanated Jesus. And then to me, to see that many young kids.
Oh, I know. Well, and our table was by all the cousins and stuff, and they were like Jesus and chugging beers.
Yes,
like it was awesome.
I mean, to see that many young kids loving Jesus and having that much fun.
Oh my gosh.
Dancing and partying and laughing.
Did you see the girls doing the backflips with their long dresses on the dance floor?
On the dance floor.
I was like,
I know.
I mean, it was just, I keep saying the same thing, but like I just thought, heaven is going to be rejoicing like this.
Yeah.
Like when we show up, this is
celebrating.
Yeah, this is like such a celebration. And I know that, you know, how heaven was celebrating now. Like it was just, I mean, it was fantastic.
It was everything we could have dreamt of and more.
Oh,
you know? And then as a mom, to know that this is something Bailey's been dreaming about forever.
Yes,
and watch it come to life.
It did.
Was so fun. They went for the sunrise in the morning. Her and Camden met at the beach for sunrise together. And Bailey has been writing in a journal. So Bailey's a writer.
Yes.
Which I'm not, but she is. She writes everything.
Yeah.
So she has been keeping a journal for years about what she's looking for in a man and what she's praying for in a husband.
Oh my God.
She read that to him on the beach the morning of. Just This is what I've been praying for, and you are fulfilling that.
Oh my gosh.
And so from the sunrise
Yes.
in the morning to their
To the sunset.
Oh my gosh, his
I know.
face at the altar. I
Talk
was
about
like,
pressure.
I was like,
so
it was
cute.
so
Oh.
sweet. The whole thing, it was just amazing.
Yeah.
So it was an absolutely amazing weekend.
Yeah, it will be. We will remember that
Mm-hmm.
forever because it was.
And how about Sean's dance?
Oh my gosh, Sean's the father-daughter dance, and Rodney was jaw dropped at Sean breaking out, and he's like, "What's that dancing called? Like rap dancing?" And I'm like, "I don't know that it's called rap dancing." But it was oh my gosh,
We kept that under wraps
You
since
did.
Christmas. They've been
Yes,
practicing this,
yeah.
and Camden didn't even know. So
Oh,
like
he
only
didn't.
Bailey, Sean, me, Creed, and Cannon, and Adrian, because
Okay.
she had to tie the
She
dress
had
up.
to-
So there were
yes.
6 of us in the end. 215 people at the wedding.
Oh.
6 of us knew what was coming. We had the hat we had to hide, like we just snuck
was
it all.
so
And
good.
so when that music went on, he was so I think that's why he didn't get emotional during the wedding, because he was so nervous about the dance.
About the dance.
He
Yeah.
couldn't get emotional during the wedding because he was
did.
nervous about the dance.
When I saw him afterwards, Sean was like, "It's over."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'll process all this tomorrow. The dance is
He
over."
tried to get through the dance. They did so
cute.
good, but it was so fun.
cute. So they broke out into this routine. Yeah, which she was clearly very comfortable with as a
Yes.
cheerleader.
Yes.
Right? And Sean was like, I mean, he was on it.
He was. I mean, he practiced.
He was on
He
it. I was
practiced.
very impressed.
Yeah.
Like, I think maybe she gets her dancing
He's
ability from
got
him.
well, he used to be he was a break dancer. He like competed break dancing back in the day, like the worm.
That's what it's called, is
break
break
dancing. Like he
dancing.
used to do
So
all
can
that.
you dance?
No.
Do you have rhythm?
I mean, I have rhythm, but I'm not.
Yeah, because he clearly
Yeah,
has rhythm.
He did well.
Yeah, the whole arm
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah. He
you
did
know,
a
he
little,
was right on.
Well,
it.
MC
Yeah.
Hammer. So
Yeah,
I mean, it was
he
really
was-
fun.
I did not know that about Sean. The
Yeah.
things we learn on
Yeah, things we learn.
Misfits.
Mhm.
If we didn't do this, we wouldn't know
We
these
wouldn't know
things.
that Sean has a little bit of a break
I gotta
dancing
go
in
home
him.
and tell Rodney that.
Yeah,
He's
break
going to be
dancing.
so
He
impressed.
competed in our mall back in the day.
No
break
way.
dancing. It's a side to Sean.
Look at that.
I know, it was so fun. It was so fun.
It was beautiful.
It was,
It was beautiful.
everything we could. But it has been hard. Like
Yeah.
we talk about truth, you know. I didn't prepare myself for the after wedding.
Yeah. The come down.
Come down. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, it is a real thing.
And it was
as a mom, it's
way
like super
harder
real.
than I expected.
Yeah.
So much planning, so much preparation, so much exhaustion.
Yeah.
And then the moment it hit me, they were running out to get to the car
Oh my
with
gosh.
the just married and the cans, and everybody had their pom poms. So Bailey's a cheerleader.
You're gonna make me cry.
So as you know, people leave now. They do sparklers or bubbles or whatever. Bailey chose to do pom poms because she's a cheerleader. So everybody grabbed pom poms and we're shaking the pom poms as they're running to the car.
Mm-hmm.
And I made sure I stationed myself as the last person as she got in the car. And I just wanted to catch her eyes. Like
Yeah.
I just needed to see her eyes.
There
Because I hadn't
goes
seen her
my
all
baby.
days. Like
Right.
she's leaving. And
Yeah.
I was there to catch her eyes and I didn't catch her eyes.
Yeah.
She was looking at everything else. And there was this, as she should. I mean, it was her
Yes,
day. It was
yes,
not
yes.
about me at all. But it was the first time that I realized I'm not her person anymore.
Right.
Like I've been her person
Yes.
for 24 years.
Yeah.
And in that moment, as it should, Camden's her person.
Right.
And she
Yeah.
didn't even catch my eye.
Yeah.
And she got in the car and she drove away and everybody was celebrating and I like bolted because I was like, you just,
I'm
the
gonna bring everybody
emotions,
down.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh. And it's as it should be.
Yeah, no.
But there was this reality of like,
When Katerina, they had sparklers and they all raced through the thing, and Rodney and I are standing there across from each other, you know, and she's
Yeah.
gonna run underneath us, and we have our sparklers, and it was like we were just anybody else. Like it was, like you said, like it's supposed to
It
be.
is supposed
but
to
it's,
be.
It's like, I don't know, like you want to be like, I changed your diaper. Can
I know.
Like,
Can you give me an eye?
Just give me something.
Just give me a wink.
But it's so, I mean, yes, it's the way it's supposed to be. And you know we did that.
Of course.
Like, I mean, we should apologize to
I
our parents.
said the same thing. I
Yeah.
owe my mom and dad an apology
Yeah,
because I just
'cause-
dismissed that. And
Yeah.
that had to rock their world.
Right. Like it is a letting
Yeah.
go that, and things are different.
Right.
Right. And you know that, I mean, this is what we're supposed to do.
Right.
So you know that that's the case and you know how it happens. But I don't think anybody can, there's so much excitement leading up to it. I don't know that anybody can explain to you, like, that's part of my soul that just walked away, right? But that's the legacy of it, isn't it? Is that, I mean, that you've created such an amazing legacy, and if those two represent you and Sean into the next generation, like, what a phenomenal legacy.
It's the legacy we want to leave.
It is a phenomenal
everything about
legacy.
it was exactly what we've prayed for and wanted all of our life. But when she stepped into that car and pulled away, nobody else, just me. And then that was where I kept saying, somebody asked me how I felt, and I said, lonely. And not in a bad way, but everybody else was celebrating. And then I was just like,
well, it's part of your heart that has to let go. And you know, we have to go, oh, Jesus is going to fill that hole, right? And it takes a minute.
Wondering if our relationship was going to change now. Because although I know Camden and love Camden and he's amazing, I thought, I talk to Bailey 3-4 times a day all the time. And that might change. And he might come in and say, listen, your mother's not part of this relationship. It's you, as he should. But like, I may not have the same relationship moving forward with her. And it was like, she slammed the door of that car and I just was like, oh.
Wait a second.
So it was very hard.
I think it does change. But like my experience has been, those are hard moments, but then it's so much better. Because what you end up getting is another kid,
a son,
right? I mean, you get another kid that you're like, oh my gosh. And it's so amazing to watch another person make your kid better. Right? You think you did a good job with Bailey, but like as a couple, they're going to be exponentially more than you could have done. And it's so beautiful. I mean, it is so beautiful to watch, but I don't think anybody,
no one prepped me
it's sort of
for
like
that.
the menopause thing.
Nobody
talks
no
about
one prepped me
it,
for that.
Nobody talks to you, you're going to pee in your pants. You know what I mean?
Nobody tells you.
Nobody tells you that
yeah.
you're going to laugh or sneeze and that's going to happen.
That's it.
Right? We are telling you
Yeah,
now.
we're telling you now. And I'm telling you, and I'm telling young brides, when you are leaving the venue, find your mama's eyes and just give her a wink.
Funny. Yeah.
That's all I needed was
Yeah.
a wink. And you don't have to. And she saved, not saved it, but they left for their honeymoon. And Sean's like, you are not texting her on the honeymoon. And I was like, I am not. But I mean, I'm used to talking to her 3-4 times a day.
Tell me what's happening.
Right. I mean, I get a picture or whatever. And and I was like, okay, I'm not going to text her. She's on her honeymoon. I'm not. So we went almost 24 hours and I hadn't heard from her. And we didn't know where she was going because Camden kept it a secret. So to not know where she was, I was like, I don't know. But I was like, I'm good. And she sent me a text. It started with just a text.
Yeah.
We're here, we're going there. And a video, they went to play bingo at some dive bar because they weren't leaving till the next day.
Right.
So they were there in the town.
Yes.
And they went to some dive bar and were playing bingo. And she sent me a picture of her and him playing bingo with this little old lady next to him.
That's so cute.
It was all I needed.
Yes.
To just say, oh, she's still Bailey.
Well, I think
she's still Bailey. We're good.
It's
all good.
so easy to, in your head, right? You go into like worst case scenario, like what is going to happen.
And you're exhausted.
And you're so
tired.
You're
exhausted
you're
to boot.
So tired. Yeah, for sure. You are so tired. Yeah.
So I spiraled for a day.
Legacy. It's a beautiful legacy. I mean, it really. It's like so incredible.
Well, and speaking of legacy, I think it hit me more than I expected. The next day, she changed her name in her contact and on her Instagram. Like that quick. Again, as she should. Everything I'm saying is on me. This is totally me. But like when it popped up on Instagram and it was now Bailey Kuhn, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And I was like, oh, that. Again, knew it was coming. It's as it should be. But there was a moment where I was like, oh, and
that's so funny. I mean, it's so cute.
I think it's compiled. We did a legacy session at LifeWork. So the last session at LifeWork is legacy. And it's all about leaving a legacy. I mean, what we're talking about. And this year, Aaron Skinner and Chet Skinner did a case study. And the Skinner family here in Jacksonville, I mean, talk about legacy.
Yes.
You know, I mean, Chet was there talking, and he's, Chester Arthur Skinner the fourth. I mean, so this is generational Skinners who have had kingdom impact in our city. So this case study was so good. But he paused, and he talked about the value of the name Skinner and it being passed down. And as the fourth, Chester Arthur Skinner the fourth, how powerful that was for him to step into that.
Right.
And he's telling that story, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking,
Huh.
that's a man thing, because we as women give up that name.
Yes.
So we grow up a name
Uh-huh.
that we are proud of, and it's our family name, and then we just relinquish that.
Did you keep your maiden name as your middle
I did.
name? Yeah, me too.
I did, and so did Bailey.
Yeah, me too.
So
Yeah.
Bailey kept McClafferty.
Yeah.
So she's now Bailey McClafferty Coon, which is
Yeah.
sweet. Didn't
Yeah,
have to,
me
but
too.
it was sweet.
That's what I did.
kept mine.
Yeah.
I'm Tammy
No,
for
me too.
McClafferty. But we as women, so when he was talking about that, like, legacy of a name, I thought, I don't have that, because we give up our name
Yeah.
and we take his name,
Yes.
and we become part of that family. So the legacy
Yeah.
is going to be through the Coon family. And there was a moment with Bailey that I had to process, like, her legacy is not going to be McClafferty. It's going to be Coon. And that hurt
Yeah,
a bit.
but that's just a label. I mean,
It is, I
and
know, but it was
you know
the-
what? I mean, the one thing, like, because, like, there's going to be other things that are going to be a legacy too that have to do with names. Like, my dad was Robert. I named Alex Robert. He's Robert Alexander, just to clarify that. And then he named his son Robert
Yeah.
Henry, right? So, like, that's a legacy of names,
Right.
too, that's different, but it's
But
just.
she'll most likely hold that legacy with his family's names.
No, my brother's son's first name is my mom's maiden name.
Okay, maybe.
I don't think your kid should be McClafferty, but I
Right.
mean,
Like, we have Sean Christopher McClafferty, then we named Creed Sean Creed McClafferty. So, like, Sean stayed there, we just changed the middle names.
but right, that's what.
so
like,
maybe she would do a Sean, but I don't know,
or,
she
like,
might do his.
You could have a baby named Fort
Yeah,
Coon. That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah.
actually.
I don't know. It'll be interesting
mean,
to
there's
see.
yeah,
But
I mean,
it was the reality
Don't take that too harsh.
of just, but
Yeah.
it's the way God designed it.
For
I mean,
sure
if you
it
even
is.
look, we're going through the Old Testament in chronological Bible, and
Okay, what
these
the heck? Are you
women,
in Chronicles?
I don't know where I'm at.
Good
I know,
Lord.
I'm still in
If I
David.
hear any
is-
more genealogy.
Oh, I'm not there yet. I'm in,
Oh
I'm
my
in the
God.
good stuff.
I've had like 4 days.
Oh no,
of
I'm in the good stuff.
the
David just.
now we got to just repeat the genealogy
Oh,
of
no.
Saul, and I'm like,
Oh no,
yeah,
I'm all
well,
past
don't
Saul.
read that. You should just skip all that.
I'm
skip
past
those
all
three.
that. I'm in David now, in
No,
his son
did you-
Absalom.
First Chronicles takes you back to all this genealogy so that they can then, after Babylon, divide
Oh, so
the
maybe you're ahead of
people
me.
back up
I don't
into
know.
their proper tribes.
Right now, I'm in the fun stuff.
Yeah, it's
Joab
it's-
just killed Absalom, and David's mad, and he caught
Oh, yeah,
himself
no,
on the
that's
tree with
back.
the hair. And
Yeah, no, that's
Like, I'm in the fun
you're-
stories.
You're not to the first.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I'm in the good
Chronicles, yeah.
stuff right now.
Yeah, no, Chronicles. You read all these pages of.
Ugh,
you should
I
skip
know, I
it because
genealogies.
now that you have this genealogy thing going on in your life,
now
maybe
that I've
it
got
would-
name changes, I
right?
don't need
Maybe
to
maybe you just. I did think
skip it.
we should do like our genealogy.
Or genealogy. I've never done that.
I haven't either. I was thinking about that this morning, but then I'm like, I don't want to read the one in the Bible. I don't
Right.
think anyone's going to want to read ours. You know, I
ours.
literally almost put it in our family, in our group text, and then I was like, no, you see, this is the kind of stuff that I think might be a good idea for a second. And
then you're like,
I'm like, I don't want to read. I don't
wanna
want to
read
read.
it. I don't wanna read
Saul's.
theirs. I don't wanna care. I don't care if you had
I'm
Ipsilon,
like,
Absalom,
just tell me that
Upsilon.
it's from
Yeah.
the line of David, and I will
Yeah,
be fine.
that's true.
So,
But in these, I'm seeing the value of the name.
Yes,
And it is the
yes.
man's name that is carried on. And as a woman, there is definitely, I've just really been having to process part of that submission
Yeah.
that God's called us to is also that name, letting
Yeah.
that go. And I, again, owe my parents an apology as they're
Yeah,
watching
me
on
too.
TV. That, that
should sit
I
up
don't
straight.
think I took it as seriously then as
Yeah.
it is to me now. I let go of, I mean, I kept it as a middle name, but like I just ran into the McClafferty name, like, yay, McClafferty's,
yeah.
and not thinking how that had to,
Did you ever think about keeping your name?
no. I mean, I kept it as a middle name. I knew I wanted
No,
that,
yeah,
but
for
I
sure.
never thought
You
about
never
keeping-
thought you'd stay.
because I think I recognize that that's the way God
Yeah.
designed it. He designed it for us to leave and cleave to the man is going to lead us, and it is his heritage and his
Yeah.
name. And that is all really good until
When
it was
got
Bailey, and then
married,
I was like,
oh, that's a bad idea. When I got married, that was a thing. Like a lot of people, like 30 years ago, that's what people
Kept it.
were doing, is keeping their names, and I was like, I love DeAlexandris.
Yes.
I mean, but I didn't really think about it.
I think it's the way God designed
I told
it.
Rodney, you could be a DeAlexandris.
Yeah, we switch you.
But it's funny, we had a client that's what happened. The guy was an only child, and his parents were both deceased, and he was the only one with the last name, and so he took the wife's name. Yeah, and he loved his father-in-law and all that kind of stuff, and so he...
I mean, there is something about a name. It
Yeah.
does hold some like...
For sure. Well, think about it when people just get your first name wrong.
Right.
Like, my first name gets spelled wrong all the time, and
Yeah.
it's just like...
A little bit of a like...
It's I-N. I just want to go, it's K-R-I-S-T. I-N.
I-N. Yeah.
It's not important, like,
No,
but
but
it's
it
important,
is. It's
right?
it's
Yeah.
part of your identity.
I'm sure you get T-A-M-M-Y.
Oh, I get it spelled wrong all the time.
Right. Doesn't it sort of get
It
under your
kinda does.
skin a little bit? Not like
Not
irritating,
much, no.
but you just...
It's more when it's people that know me well enough to
And
know,
they
like,
still spell it
you,
wrong. Yeah.
you know me well enough to know you should spell it correctly. But
Yeah, anyway, it is true. It's, I'm going to tell you one thing, that we went to a wedding. We're in wedding season.
Yeah, it is
and
wedding season, it
We
feels like.
went to a wedding, not Bailey's wedding, but the one before, the weekend before, and they did the nicest thing to honor the mom. And so they did all the dances. We had the wedding cake, and they split the dessert. And then when you thought they were going to throw the bouquet kind of situation, they both stood up and they gave a speech to her mom and honored her mom, and she gave her bouquet
to the mom.
to her mom. And I thought that was
That
like
was very nice.
It was a beautiful thing.
That is.
I thought. And the other thing that they did, which I thought was like incredible, is we sat down at the table, and there's a stack of envelopes tied in this beautiful white bow, and they wrote a note. Either one of them or the two of them wrote a note to every individual at the wedding, telling them how they impacted them. So like mine was just from her. Rodney's was from both of them. Somebody across the table
Just from
was
him.
just from him, and it was how you've been impactful in my life. I saved him. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with this thing.
Yeah.
But this is so.
That's
so those were
nice.
two things that I thought were really nice,
Nice, that's
wedding
great.
things. But I guess we can talk about our wedding
Yeah.
season. My wedding season
Yeah, it
ended
is wedding
also.
season.
My wedding season ended to give everybody
A backup.
a back. Yeah, we talked about our Andrew getting married, and Andrew eloped, and
A little bit of a different wedding experience.
it was a very different wedding experience. We weren't there, and we didn't know about it for a while. That's not true. I knew about it way too quickly, but he didn't tell us about it for a while. So that was a little bit of a sad wedding experience when it's, your youngest. But
Yeah.
But anyway.
But it
he's-
happened, and it's
it
it,
happened,
and he's married.
He's married, and so we are off and running, and check that box. And so
I think the Lord really wanted you to use the word launch.
right?
And you were like, no, I'm not using it. Now
I
he's
know.
like, I told you should have used
I
it.
totally should have gone with launch.
Yeah, launch.
And you know why I didn't use launch? Why didn't I use launch? Because you know what you told me? Ungodly discernment wisdom. You said everything that is launching is happening with or without you.
That's so wise. And now it just happened without you.
It just happened without me.
Some with and some without.
Yes, yeah. So anyway, so that is the closing of our wedding chapter too. So now we're on to summer, and
They will
So-
they're going to have a party.
I don't know the answer to that.
I thought that was coming. Nope, maybe not. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the answer.
Well, and we had friends that did something similar. She ended up getting married, just the two of them,
Yeah.
and then had like a party,
Had a party
down the road.
Yeah.
So it kind of seems to be a little bit of a trending thing.
Yeah, I think it can be. So I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But we have married kids now.
I know.
That's
so
crazy.
Now I'm like launching myself.
You literally are launching.
I'm-
That's your last one. I still have two at home.
No, I have one. Cameron's not married.
Oh, Cameron's not married, right?
But that's okay. Cameron. We talked to all the kids this weekend in our drive back and forth to the wedding to
Our wedding,
Fair
far
Hope,
away.
Fair Hope destination wedding for Tammy, and he has an East Coast job, one in Boca and one in New Haven.
Where's
And-
New Haven?
In Connecticut. But I mean,
Ooh.
East Coast.
Yeah.
So like there's a
To
there's
fly
a-
across the country to see him.
Yeah. So there's a
That'd
pretty
be
decent
huge.
chance that he might be at our end, which is super exciting
Yeah.
for us who's been so far away. And
Yeah.
Katerina, our Paris
Over the-
child,
yeah, over the
right?
Pond.
Bought a house
Here?
in Utah. Yeah. Yeah. That's here as far as we're
Yeah,
concerned.
that's a
right?
lot
yeah,
closer.
It's Utah, but
Right.
it's here. Yeah. So that's
And
exciting.
are they going to be moving, or is that a second
No,
home?
that's good. Their second home is going to be the Paris house.
So they're moving to Utah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's super exciting. So,
That's- so I didn't
that
know
was
either
lots
of
good
those.
news. I know that was lots of good
That's
news.
great.
So, yeah, so that was fun to get all
That's
caught
great.
up with everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and
so-
we've spent a lot of time talking about Bailey. So then I had to spend
Yes.
some time with the boys saying, okay, I know we've put a lot of time on Bailey recently. So then it was the name thing and legacy that I was like, all right,
Yeah.
boys, here's the
We
deal.
gotta jump back in. Yeah.
Bailey is now a coon, as she should be. And that is going to be her legacy. And those grandbabies are going to have coon on the back of their jerseys. Like, it is not McClafferty. It is Bailey Coon.
yeah.
So Southern Bailey Coon. Bailey Coon. And I said, so you're the only two McClaffertys left. I was like, you two better get it together
Get it
because,
right. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, we
you're-
will have
there will be
McClafferty football
McClaffertys, gosh
jerseys.
darn it. So you two better get it together.
Not too soon. Not too soon. Don't give them too much.
So-
Too much.
But the reality is, we started talking about that name. Like, it was
Yeah.
just such a big deal in our house in the last couple of weeks between the legacy
Yeah.
session and then Bailey, and realizing that there aren't other McClafferty boys.
Right.
It's like, they're it.
But I mean, I'm going to tell you, like, the name is important. I know we're all written in the names in the
Lamb's Book of Life.
Thank you, the Lamb's Book of Life. But I mean, your legacy that you have given your kids from an eternal perspective is something
That's
you should
good.
be so proud of.
That's
I
good.
mean, and that is
Helpful.
that is like, I mean, you have to just look at that and go, like, Lord, like we're all coming at you. And
Yeah.
I mean, what a incredible,
Yeah, that's a good
incredible opportunity that you're going to see your grandkids in heaven because you know that how they're
Yeah.
going to be brought up,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it is
That's the
eternal.
legacy. You're right.
And that
That's a good
is
way to
the
look at it.
legacy that is, I think, I mean, like, do you really care about anything
No.
else
No.
except
You don't
that,
care what name
right?
it is,
But I mean,
right.
we tend to focus
Yeah.
on all that stuff.
Yeah,
But
you're
I mean,
right. It's a good
but,
point.
But I mean,
That's a good way to look at
that wedding and your families and the merging of those two families that they're bringing together has such internal impact. It's not even funny. So it was fun. But I
Yeah.
did talk to Creed, and I'm like, so graduation. He's like, yeah, I think you might be the only one that knows.
I felt so bad. I was like, Creed, I know you're graduating, honey, and that's a really big deal, and we will get there.
Just graduating from college.
Big deal, and we just, I'm like, I'm sorry. He's like, what's new? It's always getting swallowed up with Bailey. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
just the
laughed.
girl in the family.
I
So-
laughed. I said, well, I'm
Yeah.
excited about your graduation.
Yeah.
And he was like, you might be the other one.
Well, and that's another, as you're talking about it, and we're talking about legacy, I think when Sean and I reflected, the day after, and we were just processing the wedding and all the stuff, that we moved away from family.
Yeah.
And we're the only ones. Like, all of our family stayed there on both
Yeah.
sides. So when we moved to Florida 18 years ago, 19 years ago, we came here with no one.
Yeah.
And we have been able to create
Yes.
community and relationships
Yes.
that's a legacy too. Like, I sat
Oh
around
my
that wedding and I
gosh.
thought, you and Rodney and Jen and Greg and Beth and Carrie and Mark and Mary Lou, and like the people that took time off work, drove across the state, spent money,
Yeah.
baked cookies, showed, for Sean and I.
Right.
Not that you
that's
don't know
an
Bailey, but like you
but
did it
that's
for
an
Sean and
incredible
I.
legacy.
And that's a legacy.
It is. I mean, there's so many things and that's what I think why I keep saying, like, it was breathtaking, because there are those moments that you're just, and Lord just spoke to me this morning with that. It was like, look at what I've done with your family, and look at what you have. And it's just such an amazing, we have a community.
We do.
I mean, we have, I don't care what you call it, a tribe, but like, how many people, like, do we have, or do we know that have like friendships like ours, where
Yeah.
we could just like, we don't do anything together socially or whatever, and then you jump into each other's lives and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm part of this.
Yeah.
Like that is such
Yep.
an honor.
It really is.
And that's a legacy that every single person in your family represented there. So,
And
last name or not.
the legacy that you left on my mom and dad.
Oh, yeah.
As they're watching. That was so funny. And Rodney, they were like, oh, that's the husband of
That's the
her. Like
Rodney.
they got to meet the
I
husband.
know. Rodney was laughing. He's like, well, everybody seems to know something about me.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting, which I do often.
No, it's fine.
Speaking of Rodney, we're doing marriage coming up. We should
Yes.
make Rodney and Sean be our legend in the marriage
Oh,
session.
maybe we have 2 legends.
Because they've never met Rodney and
That's
Sean.
right.
Really?
That's true.
Like, that's what's funny is
Do you
everybody's
think they
like,
could do the
that's
same
Rodney?
one? I know,
So I
it's-
think we do Rodney and Sean for the
Together?
marriage legend. Yes.
Maybe I interview Sean and
Yes,
you interview Rodney.
Oh, that would be really fun. Like, they don't know Rodney and Sean. Like, we know them.
Right.
But I was cracking
It's
up that
true.
people kept coming
Yeah.
up to me. Jen, or it wasn't Jen, Sandy, my friend,
Yeah, yes.
who obviously we've had her as a legend.
Yes.
She went, in a million years, I wouldn't have thought Rodney was Rodney. Yeah. Like, that is not
Yes.
what I pictured. And I was like, well, what did you picture? She's like, I don't know, but it wasn't
that wasn't it.
And I was
Yeah.
like, that's so funny that we talk about Rodney and Sean and Bailey and
Right.
Gannon and Andrew and
Right.
Alex. And our audience doesn't know them. So since we're doing marriage, we
That's
should
a
interview
good
them.
idea.
That'd be
I
really
like
fun.
it. We have to.
Rodney and Sean.
Wait, I'll add that to my
Add
Tammy
that to
list.
the blue-
my Tammy sticky.
The blue list.
That's over here. So, well, anyway, it was. You just like were legacy in action.
No, thank you.
So
It was a blessing.
it was so beautiful.
It was a blessing.
so beautiful.
But
So,
now back to reality.
back to
Like,
reality.
it doesn't take long.
Get to the blue
Get to the
sticky,
blue list. And I was
right?
like, while I was gone.
we have work to be done.
While I was gone, somebody else jumped into the campaign running against
Oh,
me. So we've got
no.
another candidate, and she is a Democrat and very, And so,
Well,
here we go. So we are back at that,
you
like
need
back
a
to
good
work.
PR person. I think Rodney could do that for you.
Yeah.
actually.
So I've
We
got
may
my
have to
work
move to
cut
the
out for me.
apartment next door and need our stuff back so
Yeah,
he
so
can
we can
PR
get there.
for you.
So we've got to crack down. We've got a race, and we've had some
That's
issues while I
good.
was gone. My phone was blowing up. There were some things going on. The commissioner with the Department of Education called out our superintendent because St. Johns County schools, it's #1 in the state.
Yes.
So,
So
there's a
it's-
lot of eyeballs on
Right,
this
there are a
county.
lot- yeah.
And so the Department of Ed commissioner, like literally wrote a letter and put it out on Twitter against our superintendent. So like
Oh.
my phone was blowing up. So that just created all this.
Yeah, there's just more
You know,
tension.
And so we've got
Interesting.
more people jumping into the race, which is just going to
Okay.
make it. So we're back at it. I mean, I took a little bit of the.
I'm glad you took a couple days.
Okay.
That highly recommend.
Yes,
Is
yes.
I always thought, I hope she's not coming back. Like, where is she? And so I'm glad that you
We
did.
took 2 days. We stayed. Everybody left, and we stayed. Just
That's
you and
good.
I.
Yeah.
2 days, and
Yeah.
neither of us. We kind of promised we're not opening up our computers.
Right.
I didn't look at pictures. I didn't answer
Yes.
texts. Like people were so sweet, leaving
Yes.
us audio messages and text messages, and I was like, we're just not.
Yeah, we
So
just
it
need a
was
little
good.
time.
Yeah, it was
That's
very good. Much
Well,
needed. So.
Well, anyway.
How about
it
us?
was-
Two married.
I don't know.
What are we? Mother of the. Well, we were mother of the bride. Now I'm just a.
I was
I'm
mother of the
I'm a
groom.
mother-in-law.
Yes, we're mother-in-laws.
Oh, I never thought. Of
Yeah.
course, I'm a mother-in-law.
Yeah. Too bad they didn't marry each other because then we could have had, we could have been co-grandparents.
Oh, how fun would that have been?
I don't have any girls left for your boys, so
no,
sorry.
I need some girls.
But yes.
Yeah,
anyway.
mother-in-law now. We're
I
both
know.
mother-in-laws.
Yeah,
new mother-in-laws.
MILs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Camden.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to mother-in-law world. Not that he's
That's it.
listening.
I know. He
Not
should.
that he would
if
ever
he was a
listen.
good son-in-law,
Yeah,
he
he
would.
would. He'd listen to this.
You
on
know
your
what the
honeymoon.
nice thing is? So before, there was a period of time where Alex was the only one that was married. And so my kids used to have this thing about, I'm the favorite, I'm the favorite, I'm the favorite. And so for Mother's Day, I got them all t-shirts that said, I'm the favorite, I'm the favorite, I'm the favorite.
So
Right? And then I got Taryn one, and she's like, they said, favorite daughter, favorite daughter, favorite son, favorite daughter-in-law. And she's like, mine happens to be the only one that's
one.
true.
That's right. I am the only
So-
favorite.
so
daughter-in-law.
Camden is gonna
right now,
always
he
be-
is the only son-in-law.
No, but he's
He'll
always
only
going to be
yeah.
the only son-in-law. So that's pretty good
Camden,
standing.
you will always be
Yeah.
my favorite son-in-law.
Yeah, you can say that. That's what I was
Yes.
going to say. He could have a favorite son-in-law t-shirt.
Ugh, I'm gonna get him one. He
Yeah.
would wear it with pride.
He would. I'm sure that with your face on it.
With my face.
He can have a Misfits shirt. Favorite son-in-law.
So fun.
Yes.
So that
Anyway.
is life. That's
All
where
right.
we've been.
We're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
So we will do,
lesson on
what
legacy.
I want you to do for lesson is what you did for the shower.
Okay.
That's how this legacy thing goes down, right? I mean, it's about that. So anyway, we won't.
Yeah.
Well, cliffhanger.
So intense.
Cliffhanger.
So intense.
So
I still
anyway,
have it.
cheers. We're
Okay.
out.